Welcome to Design for Wealth, the podcast where we decode the patterns and behaviors behind your results and what it actually takes to make your next level your new normal. These are short, sharp, and to the point with no fluff. And today we're talking about something that's probably going to make a lot of things click in place for you. If you've been working your ass off in business, doing all the things, following the strategies, showing up consistently, and your revenue just will not budge past a certain point, this episode is for you. So whether you're stuck at 10K months, 20, 50K months, it doesn't matter what the number is. What matters is that you've been hitting a ceiling, and no matter what you do, you can't seem to break through it. Here's what I want you to understand. It's not the strategy that's failing you. It's your nervous system. And I know that might sound woo. However, by the end of this episode, you're going to understand exactly why you keep sabotaging yourself right before the breakthrough, and more importantly, what to do about it. So let's dive in. You can have the best strategy in the world. And let's face it, every strategy does work. You can have the perfect funnel, the most dialed in messaging, the offer that converts like crazy. You can do everything right. But if your nervous system believes that your next level of income is unsafe, you will sabotage it every single time. And this is not conscious sabotage. I'm talking about the subconscious, the biological safety mechanism that kicks in the moment you get close to a new income level that your body doesn't recognize as normal. Your nervous system's job is not to make you successful. It's to keep you alive. And to your nervous system, the unknown equates with danger. So when you're about to hit a revenue milestone that you've never hit before, your body perceives that as a threat. And it does what it's designed to do. It pulls you back to what feels safe. And that's why you can work harder than ever before, implement all the strategies, do everything right, and still end up back at the same revenue level month after month. It's a safety problem. Now, this safety response shows up in three very specific ways, and I guarantee you're going to recognize yourself in at least one of these. Pattern one, the over-complicator. This is the person who can never just follow a simple plan. There's always a missing piece. There's always something that needs to be tweaked, optimized, or completely overhauled before they can move forward. They're constantly pivoting, constantly learning, and constantly looking for a better strategy. And here's what's really happening. Complexity is a distraction from visibility. Because if you're always in learning mode, you never have to be in being seen mode. And being seen at the next level, well, that feels vulnerable, feels dangerous. So your nervous system keeps you busy with complexity to protect you from that exposure. Pattern two is the freezer. This is the spinning wheels person. They're working incredibly hard, posting every day, showing up on stories, doing all the things, but nothing is moving. They describe it as being stuck in quicksand. The harder they work, the more exhausted they feel, and the less traction that they get. Your body has literally put on the brakes. So when your nervous system perceives growth as a threat, it will create physical fatigue, brain fog, and a sense of overwhelm to slow down. And this is your body enforcing a plateau to keep you in your current safety zone. Then we have pattern three. This is the resetter. This is the person who finally has the big month and then immediately creates a problem that brings them back down. Maybe they hit 30K for the first time and then suddenly their tech starts to break, a client refunds, or they make an impulsive business decision that tanks their revenue the next month. Or maybe they make the money and then immediately spend it on something they don't need. So they're right back where they started financially. And here's what's happening. Your nervous system is resetting you to your baseline because that big month didn't feel safe. It felt unfamiliar. And unfamiliar equals dangerous. So your body creates a scenario that brings you back to income level that feels normal, even if that normal is way below what you're capable of. Here's the deeper layer to this that gets overlooked. Your current income level isn't just a number. It's tied to your identity. You have a subconscious belief about who you are at 20K months. You have a story about what kind of person makes 20K months. And that story feels safe because it's familiar. But the person who makes 50K months, that's a different identity. That's someone who's more visible, more responsible, more exposed. That's someone who has more to lose. And your nervous system doesn't care about your goals. It cares about keeping you in the identity it knows. So when you start approaching that next level, your body goes into crisis mode because it's not just about the money. It's about becoming someone you've never been before. And that's terrifying to the nervous system. And this is why you can know all the strategies, can have all the tools, you can do everything right. But if you believe consciously or subconsciously that you will lose something when you reach that next level, no amount of strategy will get you there. Maybe you'll believe you'll lose freedom, time with the family, Maybe you believe you'll lose relationships, that you'll lose yourself. Whatever that belief is, it's creating a biological barrier that's stronger than any strategy you could ever implement. So what do you do about this? The solution isn't to push harder or find a better strategy. The solution is to make your next level feel safe. And you do that by expanding your nervous system's capacity to hold more money, more visibility, more success, without perceiving it as a threat. And here are 3 nervous system normalization steps to start doing that. 1, normalize the new number. Your nervous system needs evidence that your next level is safe. So start exposing yourself to it in small, consistent doses. If you're aiming for 50K months, start talking about 50K months like they're boring. Start visualizing them like they're inevitable. Start making decisions from the identity of someone who already makes 50K months. What would that version of you who consistently makes 50K months do right now? How would she show up? What would she say no to? What would she prioritize? Start living from that identity today, not when you hit that number, because your nervous system doesn't respond to future goals. It responds to present moment evidence. The more you embody that version of yourself now, the more familiar and therefore safe that income level becomes to your body. Number 2, identify the perceived loss. This is the one most people skip, and it's the most important. Ask yourself, what do I think I will lose when I hit this next level? Will I lose time with my family? Sense of ease? Will I lose the version of myself I know? Will I lose relationships with people who can't handle my success? Write it down. Get brutally honest with yourself, because once you name the fear, you can start dismantling it. And most of the time, the perceived loss isn't even real. It's a story that your nervous system created to keep you safe. But until you bring it into conscious awareness, it will continue running the show from the shadows. So shine a light on it. Ask yourself, is this actually true, or is this just my body trying to protect me from the unknown? And number 3, regulate your nervous system daily. This is a non-negotiable. If you want to hold a new level of income, you need to train your body to feel safe in expansion. That means daily practices that signal to your nervous system, we're safe, growth is safe, this new level is safe. And I want to be really clear about what I mean by daily practices, because this isn't just about adding more to your to-do list. This is about non-negotiable anchors that recalibrate your nervous system before you do anything else. And I want you to think of it like this. You wouldn't skip brushing your teeth because you're too busy. These practices need to become just as automatic. But the truth most people don't want to hear is that your next level is going to feel uncomfortable. And you don't need a perfectly regulated nervous system to take action. You need to stop avoiding discomfort, because here's what's really happening. You know what you need to do. You know you need to post consistently, be visible, share your message, reach out, make the offers, have the sales conversations, show up even when it's uncomfortable, but you're not. You'll say you'll do it tomorrow, then you wonder why your income isn't moving. If you want that next level, you're going to need to get very uncomfortable. You need to increase your capacity to be visible when you don't feel like it, your capacity to take action when you're scared, your capacity to hold discomfort without shutting down. And people who stay stuck let their emotions dictate their behavior. People who grow, they commit to doing what they say they're going to do, regardless of how they feel. And that's how you teach your nervous system that taking action is safe, that it didn't kill you. And then it becomes easy. It becomes your new minimum standard. It's not a one-time fix. It's a daily recalibration, because your nervous system is constantly scanning for threats. And if you're not actively training it to recognize your next level as safe, it will default you back to what it knows. Your business will not grow when it's easy. It grows when you commit to doing what you say you will do, regardless of how you feel, every day, every week, no exceptions. That's the non-negotiable. And that's exactly why I created my free daily coaching audios, because I know you need support showing up yourself every single day, not just when you're spiraling, but especially when you're expanding and it feels uncomfortable as hell. So if this episode resonated with you, if you recognize yourself in these patterns, I would love to invite you to join my daily free coaching audios, because this isn't just about doing more. It's about holding 10, 15, 20K months and not dropping back the moment it starts working. Every day you'll get a short audio from me that helps you see exactly what's been blocking you, so you stop interrupting your own momentum and follow through when it matters, because you already know what to do. The reason it's not working is because of what you're doing when it gets uncomfortable. And once you see that, you can change it. That next level you keep thinking about, it's not random. It's there because it's meant for you. And so these audios help you become the version of you who can actually hold it. So 10, 20, 50K months become your new normal. The link is in the description. It's free. So start there. I appreciate you being here. If this landed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I'll see you inside the community.